Katie. My name's Katie and this is my lovely assistant Leia, and today we're going to be showing you how to make a top secret detective's ID badge. So you can see inside it's going to have your photo or picture, a fingerprint from you and your secret agent information. So there's some things you're going to need. You're going to need some card or paper for the outside, preferably darker in colour, but it doesn't really matter too much. You're also going to need some white paper for the inside, so the same sort of size really. You're going to need a photo or some kind of picture of yourself, but you could draw that if you haven't got a photo that you can use. You're also going to need some paint, but if you haven't got paint, that's just to do your fingerprint, so you could use something else like ketchup or some other kind of sauce. You're also going to need pens, pencils, colouring things, and some scissors and glue, and that should be it, I think. If you want to use a computer, you can do. It might make it look a bit more professional, but it's fine not to. We haven't, so.
Because Daddy's working on the computer.
Yes, Daddy's working on the computer.
Well, not now.
Okay, so what we need to do first of all is you need to cut the outer bit to the size that you want. Now we've gone for, so folded in half, it's 10 by 8 centimetres. So you could go for a similar size. You could make it a bit bigger or smaller. It doesn't really matter. But it's meant to be sort of handheld like that, so you can just show it and flip it open like that. And then once you've cut your card to size or your outer bit, then you just need to cut some white paper to the same size, maybe slightly smaller, because it doesn't quite go to the edges. And then don't stick it inside yet. I think it's a bit easier to write and do your bits on it before you've stuck it in. So the next thing you're going to do is do your photograph.
Name, Leia.
All right, Leia, we're going to do our photo first, aren't we? So I've already done, okay, let's put some glue on for you. I've already done a box for layers. You don't have to have a box for your photo, but it does make it sort of stand out a bit more. So do you want to stick that in the box bit so people on the camera can see? There we go. And you can write photo ID underneath if you want. And then Leia's already done her fingerprint because this is our second take. But what do you want to demonstrate what you need to do for your fingerprint? If you have got paint and a sponge, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And you just put your finger in, don't you, Leia?
I'm going to
What colour are you going to do? You're going to do purpley pink. Okay. It's best to blot it off a bit first because otherwise it can be too much paint. But then when you're ready, you just press it down on the paper. I'm going to press it down on there. You can have 2 fingerprints, can't you, on yours? That's it. Okay. A bit of a smudgy one, but it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a smudgy one.
Not really. So that's the fingerprint bit. And then you're going to put some secret agent information. Now, me and Leia have got slightly different information on ours. We've both got our real name and a code name. So I've got Sherlock and Leia's got Lily.
From my favourite programme on Peter Allen.
Yeah, so you may want to choose a character from your favourite TV show or from your favourite book. Yeah. As your code name, because that's the name you're going to go by as being a detective. And then we've got slightly different information. So I've just got an agent number. So I've got 221B. Don't know if you can see that.
221B.
And security clearance 1. So I've got the highest level of security clearance. And Leia has got her eye colour and her hair colour instead. So you could choose what information you want to put on there.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things that you could put. You could put your date of birth if you want. You coming back, Leia? Okay. So once you've filled that out, and you could do it on computer. You don't have to handwrite it. But like I say, we've not all got access to computers at the minute, especially in the daytime. Or we might not have printers.
If you've got a daddy that needs to be working.
Yeah. So you're going to put some glue on there. So then you just stick it on the inside. And if it doesn't quite match up in size, you can just trim it down. Okay, so once that's nicely stuck in, all you've got left to do now is to put your top secret sign on the front. Now again, you might want to get something off the internet or clip art, but we've just drawn ours, and I quite enjoyed writing it anyway, doing the different writing.
But you'll also need some glue.
Yeah, you'll need some glue to stick it on. So I suggest you do it on paper first. Don't stick it on and then draw on it, because it might be a bit harder to do that. So Leia's got a slightly different one to me. She's got top secret, and then it says confidential in the circle around it. Mine's just top secret. So you just need to glue that on. Hopefully it should stick on okay. You're going to stick that on there. Now obviously make sure that it's the right way up before you stick it on, because you want to have your fingerprint and your photo at the top, and then your info, so you can read it. So if you just flip that down and then stick it on. So
you have to have the writing facing up.
Yeah.
There.
And there you are. We're now ready to be detectives and to go and solve some crimes. Should we go and do that, Leia? Yeah? Okay. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow with another craft. Bye.
Bye-bye.